Hello friends, Winston here, getting ready for 2021. The flowers are generally all gone, and therefore a lot of movement is taking place in the greenhouse. Some of the tender plants are already indoors, in the basement, etc. The greenhouse, look at it, it's looking slightly rough. What you're looking at are the seedlings, which has to be all arranged and get ready for next year. Generally speaking, most of the plants are ready for some sort of movement if necessary. Some, like the ones you're looking at, the truncatas, the aeoniums, are very important to me and therefore are targeted this year because I spent the last few weeks doing some repotting, especially my Pari truncatas. Yes, those truncatas are very important to me, and I think next year I want lots of them. The game is this. We put them in wider base pan, generally speaking, so by the time the warm weather comes in next year, they will produce a lot of pops which I'm in desperate need. Look at this larger plant. This is a truncata, slightly yellowing. I think because it got too much water outside. I will simply move them, like some of the plant indoors. Hopefully, as it dries out, it will get back to normal with the precise color that I need. This is an Aeonium Mardi Gras, another plant which has fascinated me. If you look at the center, it's getting quite different from the color-coded combination which we normally get in the summer. I don't know, but from what I've seen, it tends to do this. In the winter, it goes all greeny, white, and loses that reddish-brown color which you expect of the Mardi Gras. But don't worry, I'll take care of it. And by spring, it should be all right. Here we have the Variegates, two of my popular species. The one on the right is, of course, Collinius, and this is very famous quadricolor. These are you looking at are youngsters, all intended to produce a new generation of variegates. Okay? Some are straightforward Americana. The one in the corner there is Guiangola. The plan, as I said, is to get the smaller plants all repotted and get ready for next year. You are looking at Agave Utah. It's a plant that is very slow growing. No matter what I do, it takes forever and ever and ever. I also have the very special kinds of Utahensis, Araboraspina, and they are also coming. Let's see if I can get one of these coming up later. The thing about Utahensis, in habitat, they tend to work very well, but I find incredible difficulty getting it to grow substantially in pots in my greenhouse. Yes, this is Araboraspina, another form of Utahensis. Very attractive, and if you let it grow properly, you will notice those extra spines, brown, golden, and very nice. We are moving on to, yes, our little seedlings. These are Parii, and in the middle, some of the Montanas. Sometimes I grow them in the summer, but this year I started them off late summer. Hopefully, I'll be able to get them to go through the winter, and by next year, you'll find that they would be ready to be repotted. Growing seedlings or young plants play an important role in my selling succulents on ebay.co.uk. Okay, generally I aim at selling most of the plants I grow. I rarely buy plants to sell. Therefore, for me, it's an important experience to grow the plants from seeds or even from cuttings. Sometimes the seeds are known, but in this case, the ones you're looking at, the seeds are unknown. These are agaves, in which I bought in a mixed group. And as it turns out, looking at them, they're mostly sort of phyllophera types, longer leaf than normal, like the Parii, or Parasana, etc. That makes it very interesting when you sell. Hopefully, by next year, I'll be able to repot them and know for certain what species. Something different, something very different. These are my Sarasanias. Okay, generally I go Nepenthes and Sarasanias. They're having a rough time because I keep them very cold in the winter time. These are some young Sarasanias. Look at them, very small, some very successful, some having a difficult time. Again, by next year, I'll be able to repot them and keep them in a much more likable situation. Carnivorous plants are wonderful if you can grow some. We are indoors, yes. These are some of the plants that I bring inside the house. Generally speaking, it's obvious why. They cannot stand extreme cold, and in most cases, like some of my euphorbias, etc., peresca, etc., you have to keep them inside, and it's a joy to keep them inside. There is a grandifolia, somehow managing to flower, bloom in November. This is one of my largest plants, a Euphorbia ingens, very large, almost 10-foot large, and therefore interesting to keep in the house. It cannot go anywhere else. Okay, let's end. Thanks for watching with a beautiful summer flower, Astrophytum, one of these beautiful plants that I love to grow. Okay, I'm Winston in London, and thank you very much for watching this video. Bye.